here's the point of the stream. Basically, we're just playing through Mayro's Super Mario Brothers remake. Perfect remake of 1-1, how original. And would you look at that, we beat 1-1. Anyways, I can't wait for Mayro's remake of Super Mario Brothers The Lost Levels. I'm really curious to see how he tackles that. Jesus Christ. Dude, today's not been a good day for me. School finally started back up. OBS decided to start acting up. Got family fight going on in the background now that I've actually got the stream up and run. Okay, come on. Give me the 1-up. Thank you. So it would be really cool if you could just, you know, mine this world, except you can't because you jumped too high in this game. You know, we'll go in the warp pipe for World 4. Because I can. And look at that, we're in World 4-1. We just skipped half the game. Isn't that amusing? Oh. Alright then, that's what I get for using the D-pad, I guess. Did I just screw up? Can I go in this pipe? Alright. Well. It's probably never gonna see this video, but, Mayro, fix your level. Start over. Alright. Ah. Easy peasy. Can you imagine the police, like, or you're in a trial or whatever because you murdered someone, and the judge asks you, like, did you kill this man, and if so, why, or whatever, and you just say, it was an accident. I didn't mean to shove the knife through him. It slipped out of my hand. A few compromises had to be made for this remake of 1-3. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Alright. Somewhat accurate remake of 1-4. Firebars were hard to line up. I can confirm that, actually. Because I did attempt making... Or, I'm sorry. Not attempt. I did actually remake the entirety of Super Mario Brothers in Super Mario Maker 1, except I made it more like a remake than just shoving it in there at higher quality. You know, I did it in the new Super Mario Bros. U style, and I can confirm that the firebars were indeed hard to line up. Alright, there we go. Huzzah. Do I own a GBA? Oh yeah, I do actually. But with one game, and that's Golden Sun. It's a pretty good game. If you ever get a game... You know... well, you know what? That's fine. Don't know, actually. Slipped my mind! Faster than I slipped away from that Koopa shell. And faster than that Koopa shell slipped under my fireballs. Ooh, vine. Welp. That happened. I'm a fireball shooting maniac. People have been asking me to redo my Super Mario Brothers playthrough. Well, here it is. So can we talk about how Super Mario Brothers only has 2 full-on water levels in the entire game, and one of them is just a remake of the other. The second water level of this game is just this water level, but with more bloopers. I really do like Mayro's remake of Super Mario Brothers. A lot of creativity went into making it feel like the original Super Mario Brothers, while also feeling like a somewhat new experience. And I really hope Lost Levels is the same way. Can I go ahead and say right now that I did actually play through the entire thing already, but with my siblings, and turns out Super Mario Brothers is a surprisingly fun game to play with simultaneous co-op multiplayer. Like, I'm not even lying about that. It's actually legitimately fun. If it's alright, I think I'm gonna start trying to speed through these levels a little bit quicker. Oh, that's wonderful. But hey, on the plus side, you know what? I did not know there was a 1-up mushroom block right there. That's pretty oh! Wonderful. Thank you for showing up, Piranha Plant. That makes me so happy. So can you imagine if there was a universe where, like, everything was featured around Luigi, but the entire series sucked at the same time? So, like, nobody cared after Donkey Kong. And, freaking, I don't know, Sonic or something saved the video game industry instead of Super Mario Brothers. Because that game didn't exist. Instead, we got normal Luigi brother, and it sucked. Aw. Whatever. You know, when I was playing through it with my siblings, there were very few levels that were actually painful to play through with them. This was one of them. What is that? Well, I'm dead now. What's with that shadow? That's really weird. It kind of looks like the shadow of a stacked pipe. Now here's the hardest level of a speedrun. Because you've got to do a bunch of frame-perfect inputs and stuff like that in order to get to wrong warp stuff and all that. You know what I'm trying to say. I am highly disappointed in myself. There we go. Well. Excuse me? Okay, but here's my question. Why? Is there one over here too? No. No, it's just a random hidden block Nintendo decided to shove in their... What is this, 5-2? Oh, this is probably one of the most fun levels in the remake. Just because 5-3 is a remake of 1-3, except with bullet bills flying everywhere. But because he can't place individual bullet bills, he had to take some creative liberties and replace them with bonsai bills. And because he replaced them with bonsai bills, why not just make it an airship stage? Doesn't matter though, it's already over. Oh great, it's this level. Ah! It would be nice if you could map levels into a series so that you could carry power-ups over. You know? Please? And there we go. I thought I was gonna land on that. Every day I grow more and more disappointed with myself. I'm gonna stop trying to make jumps like that. Okay. How did I not hit the block? And I can see why he went with underground, especially okay, well, you know what? You know, I do have to wonder if for levels like this that are just copies of other levels in the game, I do have to wonder if he just built the level and then clicked save as new save, or whatever, save as new level, whatever, and then click save as new level again and shoved it in the spot for the other one, and then started adding in stuff that the later levels added in. When you think about it, this game is very unoriginal during its second half. It just reuses so many levels. Doesn't get boring, of course, because you're constantly on your toes, but still. Alright then. That was easy. I think there's actually a challenge in NES Remix where you do have to run through this level without ever letting go of the run button. Or the right button. Okay, why do I keep doing that? 7-4 in the original game was another maze castle, so, you know, yeah. Except it seems this time he decided to go with an auto-scroll approach, which interestingly doesn't actually show up in Mario games until Super Mario Bros. 3. As you can see, he started telegraphing as well, so you can tell which path is the right one by which one has the Bowser statue. The idea of using auto-scroll rather than using bunches of pipes and doors is actually really interesting if you ask me. Only problem is, instead of just restarting from the last area, you do just straight up die if you go the wrong path in this one. Which is fine, I guess. Oh, oh, come on. Dude, I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm like super bored right now. Alright, you know what would be great? It would be great if Bowser just went backwards. You know, like go, oh, oh, oh! I said backwards! Okay, you know, I'm just gonna go for it. Ready? 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 Oh, come on, Bowser! Oh, come on! Don't bring that up. Don't bring up the bomb. Dude, I already apologized. Oh my god, Bowser, come on! Okay. It's not even that bad, it's just 50 seconds of waiting, but still, it's 50 seconds of waiting that I don't want to go through ever again! Oh my god, that was horrible. I can't stand auto-scroll levels. Oh my god. Well, you know, I think I might be stupider than the first Spiny. You know what else sucks? That little jump that I just... Oh my god! No! I'm not going insane, you're going insane. You know what sucks about World 8 of Super Mario Bros.? World 8 of Super Mario Bros. Doesn't have any checkpoints. And I'm not just talking about the remake, I'm talking about the original. That sucks. Because these levels are long. And I want them over with. I want to be done with them. I don't want to have to deal with them anymore. You know? But every time I die, I've got to start completely from the beginning of the level. Oh my god. You can just... Oh my god, Lakitu. They can see that I've just acknowledged them. And that they're chewing on the bars of their cage. Why did I do that again? Come here. Come here. I dare you. I freaking dare you. Yeah, that's right. I took your cloud. What are you gonna do? You can't do anything about it. Because you're dead. And because this is, Mario Maker. And... Word. Whoa. Whoa. And 8-3 is finished. Final level. I cannot emphasize enough how much of a final level this is. Okay, so the main thing about this level is that it's completely different from the original Super Mario Bros. And being that instead of just being a maze, Mayro decided to change it up so that it's just one continuous flowing level. In the correct pipes for the maze, you would have to go in to play a small minigame to get a key to go to the next area of the castle. And I thought that was a really unique way of tackling the idea of this humongous maze-like castle that is so humongous that there's not even enough room for it. And, by the way, that's a bit unfair, but you can probably also figure out there's a hidden block there. That's not Mayro's fault, though. That's Nintendo. But anyways, But this castle is so big that you can't fit it within Super Mario Maker. Please. You can't fit it within Super Mario Maker's course limit. So, you kind of just have to do this instead. And it worked. It worked really well. I can tell you that when I was remaking Super Mario Brothers in, oh, go away, go away. But, when I was remaking Super Mario Brothers in the first Super Mario Maker, I actually just tried to keep the maze-like aspect of it. And I did do that, but I ended up cutting out, I'd say, like, the cheap section. It was the cheap section that I ended up cutting out. This is fantastic. It's been fantastic. It is fantastic. And you should try it if you haven't already. So, alright, so here we're not going into a minigame, but instead we're just going into what is in the original game, the water-themed area of the castle. And so, obviously, in this game, he decided to change it up so that, first of all, the minigame rooms would actually match up more, and second, so that it would just make more sense as a level. Alright. There we go. Alright, all we gotta do now is just beat Bowser. And I really hope that in Mayro's Lost Levels remake, he actually does keep the idea that, wow. I really hope that he does keep the idea that the final castle has a bunch of mini-game sections. So he's probably not, because the final castle of that game, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it actually has a water area. It's just a huge maze that you can just easily remake, given the two sub-areas that, or I'm sorry, the two areas that you're given. No, please, please! Alright. Gotta be smart about this. Study the hammer patterns, study the fire patterns. Yes! Got it! Got it! Got it! I win! I win! I beat the game! I did it! Take that! I'm the winner.